Welcome back.
Welcome to the Time podcast. Don't mind me. Yes, I look like an absolute bum. It's been a long day. I've been really busy, and we're recording now, so I didn't get time to look pretty for you guys. She had all the time in the world to look pretty for you guys. I didn't even get to change my top.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know who doesn't look like a bum?
You.
Me. Although I have like greasy hair, but I'm wearing a cute little headband. If you're seeing the video, Niev got me this to add to my little
guys,
collection.
look, my little headband. That's so cute. Thanks to you.
And if you saw the story, you already know.
I just kept playing like 100 times.
It actually wasn't even that many times. There are times when I have to listen to myself on repeat like so many times. So annoying. But
what's your weekly
this headband is appropriate for the topic today that we'll get to in a bit after the weekly stand-up.
After your weekly stand-up? What's your weekly stand-up?
Should I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so my weekly stand-up starts with a day like today. Okay, so basically it's a good weekly stand-up, right? Because our washing machine broke down, okay? It literally just stopped working, and I looked up like the error online to see like what's up, and there's like some drainage issue, I don't know, but Farouk was like, let me fix it, and that's like, whew, I was like, whoa, he wants to fix it, like what? So he like goes to like block the thing, and then there's water coming everywhere, and I'm helping, and then like he's holding up the washing machine like a massive ass washing machine, and he's just like lifting it up, and I'm like, whoa. And then I'm the one that has to unclog the drain. I have to touch all the nasty stuff.
If you could lift the washing machine, then I guess because otherwise it was either I lift it up and all the water goes into a bucket, or we flooded our house.
We almost flooded the house anyway. Underneath that washing machine, there's water for days. But it was just like such a nice moment, because I was like, whoa, like he's so competent, you know? Like,
if you can't unclog your washing machine, competency is the least of your worries.
Because personally, I'm like, I would have, like, I YouTubed it. I pulled up the YouTube video. I think I would have been really scared to try it. I would have been like, hello, can someone come help me? But the fact that, like, I said it to him and he just got up and did it, and I'm like, what a competent man.
Lol. You know, the maddest thing, though, about that whole washing thing is literally yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was, like, I think it was after... No, it was the day before yesterday. You know, when the mats were there, and I removed it and I drained it. I was like, oh, man, I should actually... I should check the drainage and see if I should unclog it. But then I was like, nah, it's definitely fine.
It's definitely fine.
It's definitely fine.
That should be drained quite regularly, guys,
you know,
in case you didn't know.
And then, boom, it needed to be unclogged. And just so.
But the fact that we did it and then the washing machine worked, I was like, whoa.
Wow.
You don't need like a specialized special person.
Special person.
So that's my way.
Imagine paying someone like $100 to come in and then they did that.
I know, but it's
I'd
not.
actually be pissed off.
It's not even the fact. And then they still flood the house. It's not even that you did it. It's like you just got up and did it, and I was like, whoa, competent.
Anyway, mine is not as cool as that. Mine is.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Mine is, for all you, obviously you know what it is, anime lovers out there. Nicoletta can actually talk about this one too. The first episode of my hands down favorite manhwa. So manhwa is the Korean version of manga. It's in color and stuff, which makes it kind of cool.
Which is like a book to read.
Yeah, exactly. A book with pictures and text bubbles. Yeah. And what's it called? Solo Leveling came out. The first episode of the anime came out, and oh my god, it's looking so good. It did not disappoint yet. And I'm thoroughly enjoying that first episode. I can't wait for the second. I think the second episode actually should be out now. It should be.
Oh, this evening's activities.
Possibly. Today's Thursday. I hope it's already out so I can enjoy it. But yeah, that is honestly the peak. I have like this manhwa like literally used to come out like every Wednesday, Thursday. It changed the day sometime after a while. And every morning I'd read it. And I talk to my friend about it. You know, shout out Adam being like, yo, we just read it. I'd just be like, yo, this happened. I can't believe this happened. And then it eventually finished. And then when they announced, I think it was like 2 years ago that like an anime was going to happen, we're like, no way. And then it became real. And now it's sick. I can't Oh, I can't wait. The first season's 24 episodes, so 2 seasons. Well, like as in 2 seasons of anime, but a season altogether. So 24 weeks of this show. Fantastic. Ain't nothing better. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into today's topic.
Meat and potatoes.
No, we don't see meat and potatoes anymore.
No, we have to.
I stopped.
It's part of our brand.
I stopped.
No,
It's not
you
part of my brand
stopped,
anymore. I stopped.
And I picked it up.
Yeah, I stopped because I don't
Why?
like the meat and potatoes.
See, but it sounds so good.
Sounds good.
This topic of conversation came up because if you know Tammy Hembrow, she got engaged again.
Oh my God, guys, we're gonna be in controversy. I don't like this.
Like a month or so ago, whatever. People had a lot to say, as usual, when there's anything in the public eye. That people had a lot to say because I believe this is her third proposal in like 3 to 4 years, something like that.
A man every year. Pop off, queen.
Pop off, because that's not what we're here for. It was just kind of like, oh my God, it was just so interesting and funny to see what people had to say. It's like, the girl is happy.
Mm-hmm.
She got proposed to 3 times.
You know?
3 men fell hard enough.
Most of you guys can't even get proposed to once. She got 3 men.
That's going to be a clip. That's going to be a clip.
She got 3 back to back.
Yeah, exactly. And we have had like a talk about proposals before, but we have some stories now. We have some things to guide us, some things to discuss. And just a quick question for you. Like, had you not known what I'm looking for in a proposal, what would you have done, like, straight off the bat?
This is what I did. What I did is what I wanted to do.
No, because you knew I wanted something private.
No. But I never wanted something public. Like,
okay.
What we did is what I wanted to do. It just happened that, in the diagram, the Venn diagram that is our proposals that we would want, it just happened to, instead of being like 2 circles and then I had to get the middle ground, the circles are pretty much like this.
Yeah.
They were overlapping. Yeah. So like, so.
And you would have done the photographer as well?
That was, yes, because like in this day and age, how would you like not have it digitized, for remembering forever, because then it's like, hey, that thing happened. Because it's funny coming from me because I'm like the type of person who's like, you should live in the moment.
No cameras.
I'm like, live in the moment. But yeah, you can live in the moment as long as you're not the one recording it. If someone else was recording my entire life, that'd be sick. I'm like, damn, I could watch it and be like, oh, I did that.
The Kardashians.
Damn, I did that. But I can't. So I want to live in the moment. So you live in the moment, but you also get someone to record the moment for you. Whether it's a photographer, whether it's your friend, whether it's whatever. Like it's something that like you can remember. Like we live in a world where you can keep it forever. Like back in the day, our parents. They couldn't do that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So they couldn't keep it.
Like, sometimes I just go back to look at it, and I'm like, I love it. I just love looking back at it. It's just so beautiful, and was it expensive?
Yes.
The photographer?
The whole thing was expensive.
Okay, but you could always get a friend to record.
Yes. Guys, get a friend. It's cheaper.
Like
it's free.
Yeah, and like today, it was like 4K videos and stuff. Like, you're still going to be able to capture the moment. Absolutely. As long as it's not one of you two, someone else can like do it or whatever. Okay, what are 3 things that you would change about the way you proposed?
I would make sure it wasn't during pseudo start of rating. So here's the thing, like some of you know the story already. Like on the day it started out raining, and just as the proposal happened, it stopped raining. Okay, but the thing is, it wasn't meant to rain in Japan until the week after we left, right? But the weather doesn't give a shit about your plans. And raining season started literally the week we were going to leave, So the thing I would change is to do everything a week earlier.
Okay.
Move everything a week earlier. Because literally, like the first week we were there, weather was good. The second week, it was half and half, right? So I would have moved it a week earlier. So the 2 weeks we were there, the weather was good the entire time.
So just the weather conditions could be better.
Yeah, like, because as I said, in the end of the day, and the proposal, it wasn't raining. And we thank God every day for that. But I would have rather not have the freaking anxiety of, oh my God, it's going to rain. Oh my God, it's going to rain up until the last minute. So that is definitely something I would change. What else would I change? I don't know. Like, let me gas myself. It was a pretty sick proposal, guys. Let me not lie. Like, anyone who's seen the video, you can see it yourself. Like, it was sick. You know, even if I had infinite money, there's not much more I would do because, like, as I said, I wanted it to be private. I wanted it to be intimate, and it was a beautiful background. It was a beautiful everything. Like, as I said, the only thing was like, if it was more clear, you know, like, because there was not like clouds in the sky due to the fact that it was just raining. That would be the only thing I changed. Everything else was. Let me not lie. It was pretty sick, guys. It was pretty sick. You know, there's nothing more like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
like,
what you think.
oh, I'm sure she has her list of what she changed. Me personally,
I don't.
it's just one. How about you? What would you change?
Don't scare.
And as she goes to her iPad, I was ready for this.
No. I was thinking really hard because I saw a trend on TikTok of people like it was on a podcast and this husband asked his wife that and she was like da da da. It's like, oh.
She was off the dome. She's
Yeah.
like, I have thought about this
Yeah.
multiple days. You did such a shit job that I had time to think about every single thing you fucked up on.
So I didn't want to send you the TikTok because then you would have known. But I had to think so hard. Honestly, I really had to think so hard. But this is, I guess, similar to you. I think the weather conditions, because it was a little bit cloudy, and that's not on you. Like, that was not the plan. It just so happened because I think if it would have been more like summery and alive, the rose petals would have looked more
because
like,
that's the thing.
alive.
Because the reason I chose the place I chose was because the flowers the garden is like super multicolored flowers. Yeah. But unfortunately, it ended just before, you know. But it is what it is.
What it is. That's not your fault. And then the things I would change is just regarding me. I think I would just have different type of nails on. Maybe I'd have different shoes.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. I just realized I can't even change the time. It was because I wanted to do it on our anniversary, so we had to do that week. So I just wish God didn't let it rain.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it,
you know,
I wish I could change the weather on that day.
Yeah, I wish I could change the weather on the day. Is better. Not move it a week, guys. Mm-hmm. Change the weather on the day.
I think another thing that not that I would change, but you know when the photographer made us dance.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I felt.
You felt so awkward. But you say that, but
it looked so
good on camera. You see, because I was like, that was so ass. This is going to look terrible. But then he made it look so good in the edit, you know, like, because Nicola was like falling into my arms like so gracefully as if it was like a like ballerina dance. But in reality, it was so awkward,
yeah.
Like, guys, because he like, I think we said it on the thing, but like, it was literally he had a phone and he just put on like Ed Sheeran's, what's the name of that song? It's like, yeah, that one that everyone uses as their wedding song. That song, I'm not gonna actually shit on it because I think I know some people who use that for their wedding songs.
It's a nice song, but it was just so awkward.
But he puts his phone down, it's playing there, and then Nicola and I are like, so we're unserious people. No. We're such unserious people, so we're like. Like, such unserious people, and like we're trying to be serious, and like this meant to be magical.
That you see is us trying to like hold back laughter.
Yeah.
Like dancing with her, trying to hide into him, like
being like I can't do this. Like,
oh, it was so funny.
If he told me to get sturdy though,
because initially he said he's gonna play hip hop, and I was like,
I was like, nah, hip hop's not gonna work, bro.
Ain't no way. But then he put on, and like Farouk said, it looked really good on camera. Like the moment was like captured really well. And when you lifted me up, that in person was so much worse.
Oh, but I was smooth with it though.
No, you were smooth, but I was like, what you mean? You're picking me up. Like, what?
But it looked great on camera.
It looked good. He like slowed it down, made it look all pretty, but it was just. Yeah, maybe that's one thing.
Editing can fix everything, guys.
I don't even know if I would change it because they came out really well, but where's the problem? Not the guy. Anyways, enough about our proposal. Let's get on to someone who shared a story about their proposal. And it goes like this. I am disappointed with how my fiance proposed. My fiance and I discussed at length about our relationship and marriage, and with it was details on the ideal proposal. To me, I wanted it simple, but the two things I wanted were 1, photographer so we could have nice photos, 2, something sentimental to our relationship. For the proposal, he took me to a random park that had absolutely no meaning to us. It wasn't even a pretty park to walk around or look at. He had nothing set up either. We walked aimlessly around the empty grass, and he got down on one knee randomly and proposed. I was genuinely really happy when he asked, because I figured perhaps he planned something that didn't get pulled through, so I said yes. He told me later that the proposal is up to him and he didn't want any frills or to waste more money on, because he already had to buy a ring to my liking. The park was just a random park we drove by on the day he decided was the right day to ask. I asked if he could maybe have a staged proposal / engagement shoot, and he said that I was obsessed over the wrong things and got angry and said that I'm being greedy and ungrateful by thinking him asking was not enough. I'm not sure how I can let him understand how disappointed I am and that at least having photos would mean a lot to me, or if I should even stay in the relationship. Awkward silence.
You know, you guys can see by my reaction, but there was a point, if you're watching the video, there was a point at which it really clocked in my head that, because at first I was like, oh, at least he like chose the park, but then she's like, oh, he said it was just a random park. He chose a random park as they were driving.
We were driving,
and he's like, yeah, that one.
That'll do. Zero thought.
Okay, so there's two things to this. One side of me as Farouk, Farouk as is actually pronounced, and versus like, I guess, giving men some leeway. Okay, so
go on.
Let me go with the nice part first, which is me, because I know this is what the girls will fuck with, and it's honestly, I'm not even trying to appeal to you. I'm trying to just appeal to myself.
I don't think you're single anyway, so it's okay.
Lol. I think that is stupid. You shouldn't, like, the proposal isn't just for her, it's also for you. Like, as a man, it is also for you and your partner. It is literally for both of you. So, like, and even if it's the woman proposing, it's for you too. Like, whoever is proposing, it's for you as well as the other person. So why would you not want it to be nice? You know? And like, I'm not talking about do all the crazy expensive whatever. No. But at least make it nice for you and the other person. So you can just look back on it with like, yo, not only did I have this really awesome like moment that really made me happy, but it was super cool and super sentimental to me. You know, like that. You're like, yo, that was actually pretty sick, you know? And like, it doesn't, and you don't have to spend a lot. Like, hell, even the random park, you could have like got some freaking balloons, some something,
some
you
flowers.
know, you could literally two singular pots of flowers, you know, set it up, you know, like, you know, pretend you're going to go have a picnic, set it up, and then you just, and be like, ta-da, you know, something, you know, like you're trying something, but like, just being like, yo, that park's gonna do, that's crazy to me, let me not lie. And then,
because I feel like this is what you're going to go on to next, like, in a way, do you feel like this emphasis on like proposals is a little too much for men?
Exactly. I think the emphasis on proposals is too much for men as well. That's where the man side comes in. Or whoever's proposing. As in, because it's a lot, like, let's be honest, like, for the people who are getting proposed to, it's relatively easy. You just have to show up and look pretty. If you know it's happening. You know, like, or just be yourself, you know what I mean, right? But usually they should at least give you a heads up, because everyone knows that everyone wants to look the best when they're getting proposed to. So you might as well tell them they're doing something fancy, you know, so or whatever. So they'll dress up. But like the person who's proposing, it's a lot of pressure. Like, not only are you buying the ring, like, and to fair to his point, it's expensive, especially like if depending where you live, where like if you're in America where the going standard is 3 months of your salary. Yeah. You know, and not even 3 months of your salary after tax, before tax. You know, it's like 3 months of your salary, which is like essentially 6 months salary. You know, it's like, you know, for a ring, because everyone has, like, you know, and the generation wants a very expensive ring. They were like, I want a big rock. I want an expensive rock. If he doesn't spend a lot of money in the ring, he doesn't care about you. Yeah. Like, he should be able to sacrifice food, shelter, everything for your you know, and it's not easy. Like, and then there's also the thing is like, it's not also like, as I said, it should be nice, but it's also really not important. What's important isn't the ring, isn't the proposal. It's the fact that this person is choosing for you to be theirs forever. You know?
So it's like focusing on what matters here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You're sure no, like everyone is really focusing on like the material aspect of it, whether it's the ring or the physical proposal.
Right.
But in reality, what matters is the fact that this is happening in the first place, and it's to symbolize, quote unquote, your love together. But as I said, even with all that, you can do better.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
Oh, that you can't do better. That's
I'm gonna have to agree that I disagree that proposals are not all that. That's not what matters, because I think a proposal is a way for you to show up someone that you care about them by showing that you listen to them, that you know what they like, things like that. And I think that sometimes men can feel like overwhelmed, being like, I need to do all these things. But nobody's asking you to do all these things, right? I'm asking you to not propose in a random park on a random Tuesday, you know, kind of thing. I'm just asking you to put in a bit more effort. Like, pick a park that means something to us. Maybe, like, you know, a park that we usually go to. Something or meaningful. Something like where we first met. Like, think of something meaningful. Because I think sometimes, like, proposals are, in some relationships, are just the next thing. Some people might not even, like, be like, oh, I'm choosing this person. It's like, oh, this is just who I'm stuck with. The next step, like, it's like, oh. It's like, oh, I've been with this person for X month. Let's just do this. Get out of the way. Get it over, you know? So I think it's just like...
Sure that there's meaning.
More. There should be more. I don't think it should be like extra bougie, like private jet. Like nothing crazy, but it can be... You private can make it insane. Special.
Private... The way she just threw that private jet... I didn't even do that.
Listen, Dubai Blink be doing all that stuff. It was getting stuck in my head. But like, it could be something meaningful to you guys. You know, like our friends went on like a hike that they usually go to, and it's something meaningful like literally to every them. Week or something, like that's important, you know, because it's like, oh, this is something that we do all the time. Like if you propose to me in like Tralee National Park, it'd be like, yeah, this is where we met every single morning when we were like 15. Yeah. You know, and it's just something meaningful. So
do better. Do better.
Do you think like proposals should be discussed beforehand at all?
Oh, absolutely.
Like expectations.
Like once again, absolutely, because for example, even though like as I said, I was gonna do whatever I wanted to do anyway, because it's my proposal. But like let's say Nicoletta really wanted like a public proposal or something like that. Obviously, I don't want a public proposal. I don't like the idea of it. But at least if I knew that, it's like, okay, maybe semi-public, you know, maybe to kind of cater.
Come in the middle.
You know, like somewhere to come in the middle. Like somewhere, the reason you should discuss this is because even if you have varying opinions, you can at least like come somewhere in the middle to make the other person happy as well as make yourself happy, you know? Mm-hmm. Or like, let's say like, for example, she wanted something else. And she wanted public, but I really don't like public, so it's private. But I make sure damn well I have the other thing, you know, and stuff like that. So it's like, so I think it should be discussed because, let's be honest, you're in a relationship. The other person should listen and be able to help you out and do something. Because like, if you don't discuss it, you might think you have the best. And this is even for someone who puts in effort, you know, like you might think this is the best proposal in the world. The person doesn't like it.
So I wanted to say that because here's the thing, right? So like your partner comes to you, you talk about proposals and you're like, oh, I really like this, I really like that. And then in their head, they're like, I have something better, you know, completely disregarding everything they've just shown you or interested in. And you decide to do your own thing and completely have none of the elements that the person asked.
Yeah. Like, for example, I think I remember a story. This was a while back where it was like some guy did some really, really elaborate proposal for his girlfriend, and she absolutely hated it because she always wanted it to be something private with family. She's like, all I've ever wanted is we get proposed to in front of my family and not like some elaborate thing, you know? So like to her, it wasn't special. And he was like, what do you mean it's not special? Like I just spent all this money. I did all this, like the thing's like, yeah, but this is not what the person wanted. And like, you know, like, and he obviously took back to it and like stuff like that because he never asked, because he never checked, like, it ended up being messed up.
But I think at the same time, sometimes partner drop hints and the other doesn't pick up the hints. Yeah. So
this is why you should just talk about it.
Just talk about
Stop trying to do hints, guys. Hints is stupid in relationships. Yeah. You guys are dating for a reason. What the hell are you doing hints for?
100%. Be open and honest. Like I think that really helps us with a lot of
Yeah,
situations.
because it's like, let's be honest, like it's a different story if you tell them something and then they don't do it. That means they're just not listening to you, or they don't want to listen to you. But if you're dropping hints, it means like they might not just pick it up.
Yeah.
It's not like they hate you. It means they just genuinely might
just
not
be
have
bad
picked
at
it
it,
up.
like.
You know? So like,
Well,
tell
I don't want to
them.
make excuses, actually.
Tell them, guys.
I think, yeah, I don't know. Pay attention to your partner. Like, you know, pay attention to what they want, what they like. At least you, even if you miss the hint, you should know what they like. You should know like their favorite flower, or if they don't like flowers, you know, that kind of thing.
I don't know your favorite flower.
I don't think I have a favorite
The
flower.
girl doesn't have a favorite flower. What her favorite flower is whatever flower I buy her.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, you always pick pretty flower.
Did you see the TikTok that was like, don't let Valentine's Day be the first time that your girlfriend gets flowers this year?
Yeah, it won't. It might be the first time, but it won't be the last time.
I didn't even get flowers for my birthday.
She won't let that die.
Anyways, I just remembered that I mentioned that the headband it would start making sense.
Oh, because of Japan. We were in
Yeah.
Japan.
So these are from Japan. Nia brought them from Japan. And I got them there. Okay. You guys get the vibe.
You guys get the gist.
You get the gist. On to the next story. Okay. We have another planned proposal type thing. And this guy asks, should I change my plan? So originally, I had planned to propose at this spot where I first told her that I loved her. It just happens that the timing will be right before Christmas. She recently told me that she doesn't want to be proposed to on Christmas Day because it's too cliche. Technically, it isn't Christmas Day, but it's still so close. She also has a suspicion that I'm proposing around Christmas time, and Semi knows that I'm picking up the ring. Because of this, should I just randomly propose and make it a surprise, or stick to my plan? I have other locations in mind that would be extremely meaningful, but the location of my original plan is something we often talk about.
Nah, stick with your plan.
Yeah.
Stick with your plan. Screw her. Stick with your plan. It's not on Christmas Day,
Okay.
so it's not cliche. Stick with your plan. Go to the same place on the day, because obviously I assume the reason he picked that day is because I assume it has meaning of some sort. Like it's not just like that throw in the dark. Because then he wouldn't care so much about changing the date, you know.
Yeah.
But the fact that he said like he wants to pick that place for that day, it means there's probably something for that day. Because he said it's probably the day he told her he loves her.
Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly, you know,
So then it
like
works
at that
out.
place, you know, like if that's how it works out, which makes perfect sense. Screw the too close to Christmas thing.
But I know that some people really dislike that though, right?
But it's
like,
not. I could understand if it was on Christmas
Day, yeah.
Okay, but it's close. It's different.
I suppose. But okay, because I'm thinking like, oh, maybe if they want to celebrate their anniversary of their proposal.
They're like, oh, we might as well just do Christmas at the same time. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't work that way.
Well, what do you think of proposals on like big days like New Year's, birthdays, Christmas?
No, don't ever do that because it ruins
Really?
it. Because then it ties with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you like, for example, never propose on someone's birthday. Never. Like you might think in your little head, the little peanut brain, thinking this is awesome. Because then she's like, oh my god, it's their birthday and the proposal day. Like
It's like a gift. This is your gift for your birthday.
You know, like this is amazing. No. Because it forever ruins it. Because now, one, you're like, oh, I only have to get you a present for once for the proposal and the birthday.
Yeah.
And it's just tacky. Like, just pick a different day. There's so many days in the year. You don't have to pick their freaking birthday.
But
Like,
it was just like easy to remember.
I'm getting the female ick. You know, like the equivalent. I'm like a female, be like, ick. Like, oh my God, no.
Disgusting.
Imagine you couldn't remember the one extra day, like their birthday and an extra day.
But like, oh man, like you look on TikTok and you see all these girls, you know, like couch guy, you know, famous couch guy, and like all these girls kind of like posting stuff that are, it's like, oh my God, people put up with this.
Pro tip: just pick your anniversary.
But maybe they don't have one.
How the hell do you not have an anniversary?
Like, because, okay, maybe they just like casually started dating and they don't have a date.
Yes, but the day in which you guys were like, yo, is this real? Like the day you guys asked the question, being like, yo, is this real? Or even acknowledged that this is a thing, that's a day.
I agree though. I agree.
Like, let's be honest. There's no one that's in a relationship, like dating, that has just never been like, yo, this is real.
Okay, but
You know,
okay. But what if you got together like on your birthday or on New Year's?
Then it's not New Year's anymore. It's your anniversary. And the birthday one, you pick a different day.
Yeah, no, I would even change New Year's. I'd be like, it's not. We met on 6th of January.
Yeah, like, you know,
Something
like
close by, but not.
like you guys pick a different day. Like,
Yeah,
pick a different day.
I agree. Like, don't
Like you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. Let's be honest. Like, time is a made up sequence of numbers.
at the end of the day.
You know, we imagine it. So you can be like, screw it. Even though we started dating on the 1st of January, we actually started dating on the 30th of January. Like, screw it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, exactly. And just like regarding the location, again, I just find it so cute when like couples talk about like why they chose a certain place. So I think like if you don't have like a place at all, it's like what?
Where else besides Japan could I have proposed? Besides Chile as well,
In
actually.
Chile,
Besides
yeah.
Chile. Besides Chile in
the
Japan.
park. In
No,
Chile.
besides Chile.
Oh
in
my
Japan.
god, you know where?
Where else?
Do you know where I
Like,
always envisioned
where is the
it?
third place?
No, but this is like dumb because I always envisioned it like this. Okay, so I'm shy now.
Like, let us about to say something. You're so stupid.
Very. You ain't ready. So okay, Farouk walked me home.
Oh my god, where is this going?
So listen, Farouk walked me home one day, and we had our first kiss, and it was by this like.
No, not the electric box. Not the electric box. Oh,
It's a green electric box.
that box isn't even there anymore, you know? You know, it's not there. They put it on the ground.
But like every time I saw it, I'd always think of you, and it's like, oh, we had our first kiss there. We should get proposed there.
Guys, you don't even understand. This is literally like...
But wait,
like,
you remember it all.
obviously, I remember.
Oh.
But like, no, this is like in Chile, my state, and then her state is like 4 states over, right? So this is like maybe like a 5-minute walk or something. So, and it's literally a road, like a main road, you know, with estates on the other side. Not even estates, like schools, grass, whatever. And at the time, it's like a main road, estate, right? And then this little like path where there's like a brick wall because it's the back of people's gardens, you know, because there are estates here.
Yeah.
And then Nicoletta's estate, which is just like an open estate where that's facing the main road.
Yeah.
So literally at the very edge of the start of her estate, there's this bunch of bushes, and then right beside those bushes is the brick wall of someone's garden and the green box facing a main road. And across that is just some random green field.
I always thought it was like a mailbox.
No, it was an electric box.
I didn't even know what kind of box.
They put all the electric wires on the ground
I just
after.
knew it was green, and I was like, oh.
Oh, could you imagine? Just people cars driving, you know, and then all is just some random guy there on the street.
Like this is literally by the street.
Literally,
like, people
would just be like, no. I would I'd stop my car,
just get up.
I just
do
look,
it somewhere else.
whip my phone out,
Do it somewhere else.
be like, nah, this can't be real.
Yeah, or like, do you remember like the Fat Mile? Because that's where
We used to walk.
And then that's where we're like, oh, that's what we're gonna do about it.
Yeah, the Fat Mile is also a main road.
It's literally a street, guys.
With farms on each
Literally.
side.
We had like, you have to remember, okay? We were very young. Like we had nowhere to go, so we just walked around like the area. We walked around the park. I wasn't allowed to go that far after school, but like, you know, the Fat Mile, like, it was just like next to my house. That was funny. Where if not Japan would you have to? What was your second location?
Oh, I would have had to think of somewhere.
Oh.
I only had, that was my, like, you guys, you should know me by now. I pick one thing and I gun ho on that.
But like off the dome.
No, honestly, like I would have had to think of somewhere else. Like,
somewhere in Chile, right?
No, because I would never do it at that mailbox and I'd never do it on the Fat Mile. Because the thing is, I always wanted it to be somewhere sentimental to us.
The park.
And there's, God, no. Like,
what's wrong with Chile
all these
Park?
places are so bummy, guys. I don't think you understand how
Chile's bummy now?
those places are bummy.
No, because that's all of Chile, basically.
No. More of
Like
the stories
Tralee,
I never did.
the park is the heart of Tralee.
I would have to pick somewhere else. I'd probably pick this place we've probably gone to the most amount of holidays, which I think is London.
Okay.
So it would probably be
I would have never expected
it
that.
would have been a nice place in London, you know, because like I had to have something with sentiment. I couldn't do it like some random schmuck place, like, you know.
This is cute, like a man with standards, guys. Because if you would have proposed to me at the electrical box, I would have been like, oh.
My dream has come true.
So, you know, at the end of the day, you had your standards.
God.
But at the same time, like, I wanted flowers. I didn't want people around. I wanted, like...
Oh, yeah. As if the cars driving by, it's not people around.
Yeah, put, like, a little wall between, like, the bushes.
On the curb, so people can't see.
I've actually never laughed this much in an episode. That's actually so funny.
Nah, that's crazy.
Okay, on to the last story. Also proposal related. Surprise. Okay, here we go. I found out that my girlfriend has a preference on ring style after purchasing her ring. What would you do? I recently purchased a pave set round cut cathedral style engagement ring for my future fiance. Today I found out that she has a preference for a rose cut. I just had the ring delivered today. I also live on the west coast currently and I'm only home on the east coast for about 1 more week. I was hoping to propose before I went back out west. The proposal itself won't be a surprise, only when and where. So my question is, should I propose with this ring I have and get a new one, or should I forgo the proposal entirely until I have the ring she likes? The ring can be returned. First time navigating this and I'm nervous. Any input is appreciated.
Propose with the ring, and then, because, like, let's be honest, and in the moment in time, she's not even gonna really deep how the ring looks. Like,
rose cut, cathedral cut.
There's too much like going on, too much emotions going on that she won't really care about the ring style. She won't even notice it, to be honest, until much afterwards. And then after that, you guys can then talk. It's like, hey, do you really like the ring? If she likes the ring, keep it. If not, return it and just get a new ring, because it doesn't matter that that's the ring you propose with. It's about the proposal, like, you know.
Yeah, I think it's a tricky one because he still has time to return it, as in I assume it's like free of charge or whatever. Yeah. But I think you're right. Like, in the moment, she won't even
like, let's be honest.
It.
Do you remember how your ring even looked? Like, you knew
didn't
how
let
it looked.
me see it, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you didn't even you already knew what it was. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, in the moment, do you even remember how the ring looked?
No. God,
exactly.
No. But it's the moment, like, right after you have in your hands, you take photos of it constantly.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want her to have the ring of her dreams on her hand that she's showing to all her friends and be like, yeah, I listened to my girl, I got her what she wanted? Or stick to what you got and update it later and make it look like you didn't know what she wanted, you know, that kind of thing? Because I'm thinking of the nervousness in his mind and like what others could think.
With what you just said there, even I would be like, oh shit, like, is it gonna matter? Like, is she gonna send the photos and say, hey, but this is not the ring, we're gonna get a different ring? Or are we gonna just
I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want it to be like, oh, he's gonna update my ring in, like, you know, a while. I wouldn't want that, because
it takes away from the moment.
Yeah, and also he picked it out.
Yeah,
you know.
I see where you're coming from. Just propose with it and just then change ring after the fact. Like, honestly, it's not that deep. I think it doesn't really matter. I
think she'd be more than happy with what you got her. I wouldn't stress.
Unless she's an absolute.
Yeah, because I mean, like, she said that the proposal wasn't news or anything, so I
assume the ring is like pretty anyway, so
it's a ring. Oh, well, not all rings are pretty, but
yeah.
I'm not even wearing mine.
She's not even gonna wear it all the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm sorry. What are the best ways to ask what their ring style is? Because, you know, a lot of people go like ring shopping with the mom or a friend, but if you don't want to ask, what if you're the type who doesn't like that?
You better hope to God they have someone in their life that knows them inside and out. like their best friend who they have already like showed exactly what they wanted to, and then you can just be like, hey, and then they're like, she's like, I'm already ready, it's this one, and you know, if not, you're fucked if you choose not to ask. Because you are literally just closing your eyes, spinning around, and then throwing a dart and hoping it hits the other side of the world.
Because like something that you think is pretty might not be what
Exactly. No, just either ask. If you're not comfortable asking, make sure the best person in their life knows what ring they want.
I think you told me that you would take my mom.
Yeah.
Before, not a wise choice.
Yeah, but the thing is, all your other friends didn't know what you wanted.
Neither did my mom.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. As in, like, it would have just been a situation of like the blind leading the blind. But the thing is, I knew already what Nicoletta wanted even before. Like obviously we decided to go get the ring together, but I knew what she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had it on my notes already, you know. So like I knew what she wanted. So even if I had to surprise her, I would have still done a good job. Because funny enough, the ring that she ended up choosing is exactly what I would have probably chosen anyway. So
I remember I gave you like a list of 3, and then I was like, scrap that. I want to be involved. I don't like them anymore.
Yeah, you're like, let me pick, and I was like, I was going to let you pick anyway. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's just better to, like, I think it's nice when you, like, fuck that old age mentality of like, oh my God, like, I want it to be, like, if you want it to be surprised, yeah. But the proposal is what matters, to be honest, to be a surprise. Like, let's be honest, like, if there's, and also, this is a pro tip. If you guys already agree on the ring and how to be proposed, then at least you already know she'll say yes. If you do a surprise, you don't know she'll say yes. You don't know. But if she already agrees on the ring, then she's like, just stop there. Yeah. Leave, pal. Just leave the relationship.
I do like those failed proposals in public with people around with violins, and it's like,
imagine I did all that. We're in Japan, and you're like, no.
Oh my gosh.
Like, no.
I wouldn't say no.
No. Let's say you actually just did not want to get married. You were just happy chilling.
Oh, as in like I didn't realize that you were deep like that.
Yeah, exactly. You were just like, no. We still had how many days left together?
Oh, how awkward.
It would have been terrible. No, I'd have to buy you the next flight. Get the fuck out of this country,
like,
and let me enjoy the rest of my trip by myself.
I brought you here. I'm taking you out of here.
You know, no, like it's so like, guys, I'm telling you, fuck that old classic bullshit of surprising her. Make sure you know what ring she wants, and by that you have the answer already. Because otherwise,
like this guy, you know, the proposal wasn't a surprise,
you know,
and like, I don't think there's anything wrong with like the person choosing the ring or anything like that, or if the girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever tells you what they like. I just honestly, I've never really heard of people going to get their ring together until I went. Like I've never heard the story from anyone else, right?
Well, we saw other people.
Like,
actually, the question is, we don't know if those people were pre or post proposals,
and we don't know if what if it was a friend that they brought to help them pick.
That's
like,
very true.
We don't know.
We just assumed because there were 2 couples.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, they might be friends. Like, you know what I mean? So I just loved how like intimate it was, and just like picking it, and it's like shiny, because this is something that I wouldn't want upgraded unless it's like, okay, you're right, because
your one asked, oh, is this for you?
Yes, she did.
She's like,
she was
for
surprised.
You? Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, she's picking, I'm just paying. And she's like, oh, okay. You know? So it's just one of those things I found it really sweet. Like, it's something that I'm going to have, like, forever. So I want to like it.
Exactly.
And I didn't even know that my ring was out of style until, like, a few months ago, because I never looked at rings online.
Yeah, because all the girly pops like the little skinny rings with the massive rock.
Big rock. The girly pops. Well, I'm glad that I wasn't influenced, because I think I might have been.
And you would have, one day you would have woken up and been like,
I hate it.
A little skinny band, like, it looks like it's never eaten chicken in its life, with a massive head.
How uncomfortable is that? But like, I think every single time I've made a decision based off influence, I've always hated it. So I'm so happy that we went in and just like brought it together, brought it to life, made it pretty. I'm just really grateful for that. I wish we saw more people do it, but it's up to you guys as well. I think that's all I had, TBH.
Yeah, but to be honest, we hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have a proposal or anything like that, I hope this helped you. Like, think about what the fuck you're gonna do, and being like, hey, maybe I should double check if this woman even wants to get married by asking her if she wants to pick a ring.
What you know, think of a
and if she doesn't, get the fuck.
Leave her alone.
You know, like, it is not an easy thing. not everyone, has bravado, like.
Any advice?
Just don't be stressed. Honestly, I was not stressed one bit during the entire thing, and like as I said, I was doing mine like across the world, and I wasn't stressed. If you're doing it like,
were you not
anywhere
stressed
close-
bringing the ring to Japan?
No,
It was on your person.
it was on my person. If it was not on my person,
Like in
that
the luggage or
suitcase,
something.
that it was in luggage, I'd be like, "Mm." But the thing is, I know like there's certain places I can go to that I'm not worried that my luggage is gonna get robbed,
Yeah.
So like or whatever.
But not even robbed. Like it could have been
Lost, damaged.
Because we had a layover.
So much things could happen. I kept that shit on me. I kept that shit on me.
Yeah.
So no, for real. Just honestly, I think if you don't stress and just like, yo, let me go do this, you'll have a much better time doing it. For sure.
Sweet.
Any advice for women getting
Like,
proposed to?
personally, I just hope your partner is doing their damn best to let you know, because I would have hated if I didn't look my best. Like, and like the amount of effort I put in. Now looking back, I'm like, oh my God, my hair looked so good. My makeup looked so good. My dress looked so good. Because like, I would hate to look back and be like, I looked clapped. Like, redo.
It's like, no,
Yeah.
not because I don't want to marry you, but because we're not doing it like this.
Not with me looking like this.
No, we're redoing this stand up right now. Tell that photographer to come back tomorrow.
And you know, like, because we would have had to go ahead with it, right? Because it's like, this is paid for. And I would have hated it. And the girl who suggested the stage photos, I'd be like, yeah, we're going to go home into one of those like photography things and like get some stage photos, because nobody's seeing this video.
All that money just burnt because it never sees the light of day.
Like, I just want to feel my best, look my best. It's something like, it's on camera, God. Like, it's on camera.
Yeah.
And even if it's not on camera in the moment, it will be when I start taking photos with my ring,
Yeah,
It's just,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, enough rambling.
My iPad
from
said
us.
that's all we got for you today.
Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and all that
And
stuff.
subscribe to the Patreon. Peace.